1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, welcome to Raw. I'm your host, Lena, and tonight we are with Youth Moose. You just heard Yogurt Hair. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's up, Lena?
That was a fun song, Yogurt Hair. In fact, all of the songs that we're going to hear tonight, I'm going to say fall into a fun music category. So before we get into particulars, let's go generally. Like, how did you guys even get to this point in music? What did you listen to growing up? Weird Al Yankovic? Or-
You would think, right?
Right, yeah.
B-52s,
Yeah.
Barney.
All right.
That's what it sounds like. But no.
I started with like Smashing Pumpkins, even hip hop. Growing up in the New York area, being heavily, influenced by like the Wu-Tang Clan and stuff like that, and then the Chili Peppers,
Okay.
Pearl Jam.
What about you?
My first experiences with music were like whatever my sister had on CD.
Your older sister?
My older sister.
Okay.
So it was like No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom. I would sing to that over and over again, and then like the Cranberries. And then later on it became like angry things actually, like Nirvana and Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where does yogurt hair come from?
I know.
Where does Broccoli Rob come from?
What about your influences?
Yanni,
Oh, okay.
Barney.
Barney.
No.
Nice.
No, normal alternative rock bands like the Smashing Pumpkins. I grew up on the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I have no idea. It's just the chemistry between these three people just
So
comes into those
you're all
crazy
from
songs.
Staten Island?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so your name,
Bill.
Bill,
Steph.
Stephanie,
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys. How did you meet? Growing up in the same neighborhood or?
Me and Chris grew up across the street from each other. We know each other since we were 5, 6 years old,
Yeah. So we've been best friends for a long time.
for a very long time.
Well, they have. What about you?
No, me and Chris.
you,
No.
Chris. I
Me and
thought you were
Chris.
talking about
I'm
Stephanie.
Chris, that's Stephanie.
Okay.
Steph, we met actually almost a year before we started the band. We were going to a local meditation group to kind of like center ourselves, if you will, calm ourselves down.
Namaste.
Namaste, right? That's where the grumpy yogi comes from. And Steph was there, and we kind of just were hanging around for about a year. She got wind of what me and Chris started doing. We were like fooling around.
The band started with me and Bill.
And
In
we
the
were
basement?
already like
Yeah.
jamming.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It
And
was
then
cool.
she got wind of it, and I'm very cliquey and particular with music and musicians. So like, Billy was like, "This girl Stephanie wants to come and watch us practice. She wants to crash our practice." I was like, "Who's this girl? Who is she?" Like, ah. So she came, and we played her a song called "I Don't Trust Those Gumballs," which we didn't play tonight, but and so we played the whole song, and then she goes, "Play it again. I got something." And then she just did all of this stuff that I was like, "Okay, she's in."
She fit right
She took
in.
the song from here to here. I couldn't have done it myself, so I was like, "This works. She's in."
Okay, so now let's
never
go to
left.
yogurt hair. Since
Yeah,
it
that's-
seems that
it's
you
all her
collaborate. Well, you know what? Let's say you entwine with each other because you gel nicely. That's always important with the
Yeah,
band,
right.
To perform tightly together. So you wrote the song. They play the music.
I
Actually-
wrote the song, the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
What happens is, like with that particular song, I had this strange thing happen that like it was almost like a lightning bolt in my brain. It feels like thinking back on it where I was like, I have to write. And I was on my way to practice and I'm just like literally writing the song as I'm like going through the motions of like getting ready to leave. And then I get in the car and I like finish the song and then I come to them with it. And now usually what happens is like Bill will start playing his bass and then we'll just all start jamming
Yeah.
together.
And then it just
And-
comes together.
And it comes
Right,
together.
It really
right. So
does
that's
every
how
time.
that song came to be.
Yeah,
Now, the
every
next
time.
song that you performed is
Broccoli Raw.
Broccoli
Broccoli
Rob.
Rob. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, that's
All right,
from-
now I have my
from
friends and I
my
heard
head.
this song, and I'll tell you what came to our minds.
Okay.
So here is Broccoli Rob by Youth Moose.
This is a song called Broccoli Rob. It's not about the food. Broccoli Rob, why are you in a pot and how did you get there, my friend? You're a human being that sounds like a vegetable and people will never understand. Broccoli Rob, why don't you change your job? The supermarket's not the place for you. Don't cross the vegetable aisle. They'll try and sell you to those people they'll never understand. Broccoli Rob, here's some food for thought. Just change your name from Broccoli Rob to Bob. No one will confuse Bob for Broccoli Rob. Just tell them all the broccoli has been canned. Hey there, Bob! I'm a little concerned that you didn't figure that out like 20 years ago. Stop painting yourself green. Stay away from the vegetable aisle and everyone will finally understand. Broccoli Robber.
We're back. That was Broccoli Rob, Youth Moose. Okay, so Chris, did you write this?
Yeah, so I wrote those lyrics, and this is just, I have an interesting life.
You haven't.
So I'm Italian. I don't know if you can tell because I'm super pale, but I grew up in an Italian household, and somehow, some way, my mother never made broccoli rabe for dinner. So I didn't know it existed. So I went all throughout middle school, high school, not knowing what broccoli rabe was. So when I would hear that in passing, I would think, and I thought until I graduated high school, that it was a cartoon character, a guy named Rob who was having an identity crisis, who thought he was a piece of broccoli. So I believed that until I graduated high school. So I wrote a song about it once I realized that that it's food. It's food that I never ate. I also thought that IKEA was a gas station until I graduated college. So
Well,
that song hasn't been written
when
yet,
I
though.
first heard the song Broccoli Rabe with my friends, all he kept saying is, "Oh, he went to school with somebody. This is a song about like somebody he picked on when he was in grammar school." He goes, "It is not about the vegetable."
Oh, man.
So it's about you trying to understand this Italian food.
Well, yeah, so I thought Broccoli Rob was a cartoon character, so then I was like, let me just write it as if it was. So it's about this guy who's working in a supermarket. He's a human, but he thinks he's a piece of broccoli, and he works in the vegetable aisle, which is a disaster, you know. And then he changes his job, and then he changes his name to Bob, and then he turns out okay. But
What an imagination. Now, you
yes.
write on the guitar. This is what you play.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Guitar, singing, and bass.
Okay. No instruments?
Not
Your
yet.
voice?
Like
Okay.
the human instrument, yeah.
And bass. When you're strumming along, you automatically pick up.
Well, I'm the least musical in the band, so usually they let me strum first.
And then I pick
and then
up.
he picks
I
up.
create around it.
I'm kind of like the idiot musician. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just go.
But
with
he
it.
has more passion than anyone I've ever played with in my life. Like this, when he gets lost, and he'll play 2 notes the whole song, but he will play the crap out of those 2 notes and get lost in his own world. You know, it's amazing to me.
But these songs, they're a lot of fun. Okay,
Yeah,
they're very fun. They're easy to sing along to. So when you're playing them at home, like, you know, when you're having rehearsal and mom's upstairs, and
Yeah.
like, what does she say?
She's like, "Why are you guys screaming about gumballs? Why are you guys screaming about gumballs?"
Well, at first she was saying that, and I think after a while she started to love us.
Yeah, people.
Once you
yeah.
come see us live, you understand what we're doing, and our parents love us pretty much. They come to
Well,
a
I
lot of
hope
our
that
shows.
your parents
yeah.
love you, but I mean,
Oh yes, I'm sorry. As a musical act,
they're supportive.
They're
They
very
know you're
supportive.
having
supportive,
fun.
yeah.
It comes off like you're having fun.
Yeah.
This is a good vibe. Like,
Thank you.
you know, fun music, really.
We've
Yeah.
actually had neighbors that have heard us come up to us and tell us that they love what
Through
we're
the
doing.
windows, yeah. Before we even were playing live, just rehearsing to play.
Bravo, I mean,
It was nice.
no complaints about
Yeah,
the
right?
noise.
They say that we make children's music for adults.
Nice.
That's
Okay, so
kind
now
of
the third
what we
song that you
do.
did tonight, what was the name of
Couch
it?
potato.
Couch
Potato.
Potato.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a fun song. Who's the lazy one? We'll get back to that. Bill.
Yeah.
Okay, Youth Moose singing Couch Potato.
Couch potato.
Couch potato, why'd you have to be so lazy?
That was Couch Potato by Youth Moose. So now, Bill, that's about you.
Yes.
You two wrote it for him?
So she wrote the lyrics. If Stephanie's singing, she wrote the lyrics. If I sing, I wrote the lyrics. That's pretty much how it goes. So she's the lead singer on that song, and she mostly wrote that song about him.
Yeah.
He's a couch potato?
He was really the inspiration of the song, and I kind of just embellished the lyrics based off of that. Like, I don't.
No, you could,
I could
yes,
just
I'm
picture you now
lazy.
from what you've been saying so far. You're the guy the least,
Mm-hmm.
and so here he is. Okay, oh, you need that little beat?
Okay, all right.
What's really cool about Couch Potato is I kind of wrote that riff in my living room, sitting on my couch, and I brought it to them, and I was like, hey, I really think I got something cool here. And the minute I started playing the riff, Steph comes in with her,
Out of nowhere.
like out of nowhere,
Her
and
eyes
the whole
lit
song
up.
just kind of
I
unfolded after
I
that.
don't think I had a guitar
Yeah.
part yet.
No,
I
you
think
didn't.
Stephanie was just sitting on my couch. He was playing the bass line, and she goes, ha, ha, and I'm like, that's brilliant.
And then I
And
said
then
couch potato, but like these things I don't think about them. And I mean, like that might be a dangerous thing
No.
to
Well,
it's
say.
spontaneous.
Like,
Yes.
it's very
A
spontaneous
lot of our
where I
stuff
just
is-
like
yeah.
couch potato, and then all of a sudden I'm like talking about this like story
Mm-hmm.
about this person who is getting broken up with. And like I don't know where it came from.
we
It
improvise
just-
a lot. A lot of it is improvised.
Do you meet regularly to say, okay, we're going to get together and hopefully we'll come up with a new song, or?
We did.
We did
for a
when we were
while,
writing
yeah.
the songs. Now it's like we meet regularly for like business stuff, like making merchandise, working on the trademark, trying to get shows out of state. But so we haven't been writing a lot, but we are recording. Actually, no, we're done recording, and I'm an audio engineer. I'm mixing and mastering our record right now, and it's going to be out May 1st.
Oh,
So
good
yeah,
luck.
yeah, we're gonna have a whole full-length record out May 1st, and our meetings are more centered around stuff like that right now. But I can't wait to start writing again. It's,
So for now, though, you are on Facebook. People can look
Oh,
up
yeah.
Youth
Yeah.
Moose.
yeah.
Facebook,
And everything
Instagram.
is on there.
Instagram.
we are storying this right now.
Yes.
Follow us right now.
Youth_Moose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
we had
Instagram.
underscore it.
Twitter and
Yeah.
all that.
Okay, we heard another song,
Yes.
which was is that the No Socks one?
No,
Oh.
we did one before that. It was the I See You, I Saw You.
Oh, I see you. I saw you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just Chris's
That's my song.
depressing love song, right?
Yeah.
Is that-
A depressing love song. You mean it's not fun?
Yeah,
No, you had to make it fun.
So
It was
you know,
definitely fun.
we played a lot of our fun songs today for TV, but we have some deep dark songs too, and we didn't play those today, but we have a darker side thanks to this one, because I'm like the sun, I'm like this bright
She's
shining
so
sun, and
colorful,
she's
wait.
like the moon. Like it's a really good balance. But I sometimes I write sad songs sometimes, but I See You, I Saw You is one of my sad songs. I don't think I have another sad song.
Yeah, sure.
Do I?
No. Yes, Suspicious Mole.
Suspicious Mole is a
sad.
good one.
Very sad
Yeah.
song.
What about the no? Because I wore no socks. I'm always in socks,
That was
boots,
perfect.
something. I
Yeah.
know. What about that song? Who wrote that
Socks.
song?
Socks.
I wrote
Yeah, that
that
was Stephanie.
Socks.
Yeah.
Do you no, it's not fashionable, right?
I was just like, I was annoyed at socks when I wrote it. I was like, it's springtime. I don't get it. I just don't want to do this anymore. I just want the weather to get nice so I can walk outside. And like, it's very simple. Everything that we do is just so bare bones simple. Like, it's just me complaining about not wanting to wear
Yeah,
socks.
we're just very honest and upfront and real, and yeah.
We're like a punk rock band without the punk sound.
Yeah. We want to sell socks to Old Navy. We want it to be on their flip-flop campaign. So if you guys know anybody in Old Navy, cameras, hook us up.
All right, we're gonna hear some more music by Youth Moose.
See you, I saw you. I see you, I saw you. I see you, I saw you. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. See you, saw you. I see you, saw you. I see you, saw you. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone. Now you're gone.
Welcome back. I'm Lena, your host, and this is Youth Moose. In case you missed it, this is Bill, Stephanie, and Chris, and they are from Staten Island. You know, one thing we didn't talk about is how did you come up with the name Youth Moose?
Great. Yeah, it's Chris, tell him.
I get.
Someone said not to say.
Should we keep it a secret?
Well, Maroon 5 never coughed up why they're Maroon 5.
No, we could call it.
Well, or maybe
I would like
maybe
this to
we
be a surprise.
maybe we don't cough it up, but we give clues.
Yeah, I would like clues.
I think. Which camera am I looking at?
The one that has the red light.
Look straight, they'll worry, they'll find you.
I think you should take a trip on the BQE.
Right on the Guanas, right
on the
right
Gowanus.
as you're going up the Guanas, and look to your right at some point.
The treasure hunt begins there. Let's leave it at that.
We're all going to come back.
This is where we get our inspiration.
All right, so they could send their guesses through on your Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Should they like
absolutely.
send a picture of the BQE?
Take a
If-
picture.
If they see
you find
something,
it.
if they see something that applies to us, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can be found now, and your album will be coming out. Is that going to be on?
It's going to
what's-
be on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. It's going to be on every digital store possible.
And it's all Youth Moose. It's
Youth Moose, yeah.
underscore Moose, or they could just.
They go to our website, right? Youthmoose.com.
Youthmoose.com is the website. Instagram, Twitter, not Facebook, but Instagram and Twitter should be youth_moose. And the band is just Youth Moose. And the album is called.
Put the spoon down.
Yeah.
Put the spoon down. Should I ask why?
No, because we don't
They're
even
going to
know.
get up and dance and
We
laugh.
don't even know.
Right.
We just let
It
it.
was-
We just let it.
Chris said it once, and that was it. And we were just put the spoon down.
Yeah, I was yelling at her.
He
I
was
think
yelling at me
she
to
was
put
making-
the spoon.
She was making crumbs, or she was eating. We were supposed to be singing. I'm like, put the spoon down. And then I was like, that's the
there
name
it
of our
is.
record.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming and sharing. Fun music, great vibe. Good luck on your shows.
Thank
I'm sure you
you.
blast them out too on all your media.
Yes, we
right?
do.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you had fun.
Socks. I don't wanna wear socks. on my feet. Wanna feel the wet grass underneath me. I wanna look up at trees without socks on.
Socks. I don't wanna wear socks. My feet are not mummies to wrap up. My feet are not. My feet are not prisoners of your cotton.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
No,
No, no, no.
no, no,
No, no, no. Socks. 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 This is the story of the tiny cowboy. This is the story of the tiny cowboy. He's tiny, really tiny, so tiny for a cowboy. He would say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! He would say, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee-ki-yay! That's the story.
Hi, I'm Lena, and I'm here with Youth Moose. We've got some extra. I feel like, this is really
Bonus.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, bonus footage.
YouTube only.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, I love the way you got your name, which we don't really know. So we're gonna to be continued on that. You got to come back with an update. But one thing that you did do is these 3 little songs. So you call them trilogy.
The trilogy,
Okay.
yeah.
You always do the 3 little songs together?
So, well, I wrote The Tiny Cowboy with Billy before Stephanie was even in the
That
band.
was the first song as Youth Moose.
That
was
was
the Tiny Cowboy.
The first Youth Moose song.
Yes, that we ever wrote.
So and I've never seen Die Hard, ever, because people say, like he says, yippee-ki-yay, which I can't say on camera, and I never saw Die Hard.
It's YouTube.
Oh, it's YouTube? This is YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, in Die Hard. And, and I've never seen Die Hard, but I've obviously heard that phrase. So when I wrote The Tiny Cowboy, I was just like, well, what is he going to say? He has to say something. And I'm like, it just came to me, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Like, yeah. But I put it to music, and we wrote this song about it. And then people liked it so much that we started writing more characters with the same music. And then it became this trilogy where we'll start the show with the Tiny Cowboy. Then right in the middle, we'll play the Grumpy Yogi, which is the same music, different character. And then we'll end it with the Ghetto Santa, which is like the end of the trilogy. So, and it becomes this motif throughout the show, and people really, really enjoy that.
It is a lot of fun.
It's cool.
I mean, and when you first, is that the first song you heard from them? Is the Cowboy song?
Oh, wow, I don't
The first song I heard was the song Gumballs.
trust those gumballs,
Where
right?
I just
Yeah.
walked in on a practice and he was
Just
playing that and
That's a wacky
We talked
song.
about that.
Oh,
though.
right, right.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
trusted us that we had good material before that,
Yeah, I did.
and it's fun. It's
So who
it's
put?
explosive.
So you wrote the cowboy one. You wrote all three of them, or everybody just chimed in?
Well, musically, we kind of all write our own parts.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
like Chris will help me out to boost up my bass a little bit.
Yeah.
But usually we just all write our own stuff and then we just mesh it together. you
Yeah.
know?
I think the lyrics were all me, but I definitely got ideas from friends because I don't think I came up with the grumpy yogi.
You know, the Grumpy Yogi, we were hanging out. We still do hang out with a lot of yogis, and someone was like, "You should
What
do
do you
something
mean,
about
yogis?
Like people
Like
who
meditation
do yoga.
people, they do the folding of the legs.
Namaste.
Yeah, Grumpy Yogi, yeah. So that came from that,
Yogis.
and then the Ghetto Santa. We kind of it's kind of like an oxymoron type trilogy. You know, like we take something magical like Santa Claus and ghetto, and we put them together. It's like or like a yogi who's happy,
peaceful.
grumpy. You know,
And then he's great. Yeah.
cowboy who's supposed to be big and buff, but ours is tiny.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Fun fact,
know.
for Halloween last year, we played a show at the Athletic Ocean Breeze Complex
right,
somewhere
yeah.
on Father Capodanno, and we dressed up as those characters. Billy dressed up as the tiny cowboy.
yes.
Stephanie dressed up as the grumpy yogi, and I dressed up as the ghetto Santa. I ripped my shirt, had like food stains, I dumped like pasta on me, and we played a show like that.
Oh my
fun.
goodness!
Yeah, it
I
was
wonder
great.
what that audience thought.
It was
Holy
great.
moly.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't
the
get
two
it until
people
we
in front of
played
us
the
were great.
songs.
Yeah. I mean,
Originally, we walked on stage, they were probably, what the hell are these guys doing?
Oh my goodness.
That
that
was
must
great.
but again, fun music.
Yes.
You know, I mean, even though you know some of the words in the song we can't have on regular
No,
TV, they're
no.
safe here, but people say them and use them every day. I'm sure somebody's leaving the concert saying yippee
yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
yeah.
People chanted at us.
We
and-
walked in and one of your camera guys was singing it as we walked in. So
See?
you
Yeah,
saw us
very
previously.
catchy
Yeah.
little tune.
Good stuff.
Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
for the trilogy.
Yeah.
The extra bonus.
Yeah.
This is the story of the grumpy yogi.
Namaste.
Namaste. This is the story of the grumpy yogi. He's grumpy, really grumpy, so grumpy for a yogi. He would say, Namaste, motherfucker! Namaste! Namaste, motherfucker! He would say, Namaste, motherfucker! Namaste! Namaste! That's the story. The North Pole has gone broke, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the story of the Ghetto Santa. This is the story of the Ghetto Santa.
Ho, 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 ho.
He's ghetto, really ghetto, so ghetto for a Santa. He would say, fix my sleigh, motherfucker, fix my sleigh, fix my sleigh, motherfucker. He would say, fix my sleigh, motherfucker, fix my sleigh, and we'll ride all day. That's the story. That's all of the stories. We could go home.